Hello everyone. Today I am going to talk about service development in distributed environments, focusing on monitoring services, Jupyter environments, GPU system management, and other important services. So, let's begin by understanding what are distributed environments. In simple terms, a distributed environment is a system where computing components are spread across multiple machines, but they are work together to complete tasks. This kind of setup is used widely in cloud computing, large scale applications, and machine learning pipelines. The main benefit are scalability because we can add more machine anytime. High availability since one machine fails other can keep running, and better performance because tasks are processed in parallel. Next, let's look how we deploy services in such environments. Service deployment is all about delivering applications in a relatable, repeatable, and scalable way. We can use container like Docker to package our applications and their dependencies. This makes the service portable and easy to run anywhere. Then we use Kubernetes to orchestrate and manage these containers. Kubernetes help us deploy, scale, update and monitor services across cluster of machines. To control traffic between services, we use tools like ISTIO, which is a service mesh. It helps with security, observability and routing. Now let's move to the monitoring services. Monitoring is a super important in distributed system because we need to know how our service are performing. Some popular tools are Prometheus, which collects and store metrics like CPU usage, memory, request rates and more. Grafana, which helps us visualize these metrics on dashboard. The ELK stack, that's Elasticsearch, Logstacks and Kibana helps collect and analyze logs from different services. And Alert Manager works with Prometheus to send alerts when something goes wrong. This way, we can detect issues early and fix them before the affect users. Let's talk about Jupyter environment. Jupyter is a used tool a lot in data science and machine learning. It allows users to write and run code, see outputs and add notes and create visualizations in one place. For single user, the regular Jupyter notebook is great. But for team or school, we use Jupyter Hub, which supports multiple users at once. We can deploy Jupyter Hub on Kubernetes using something called kubesploit, which launches a container of each user. Security is very important here. We must use authentication, HTTPS, and resource limit to make sure users are safe and isolated. Now, let's look at other services that are also part of distributed setups. We often need databases like PostgreSQL or MongoDB, APIs using framework like Flask or Fast API, message systems like RabbitMQ or Kafka, and storage system like MiniIO or Kef. All these services can be deployed using containers and managed with Kubernetes. We use Helm charts or operators to simplify and automate the deployment of these complex services. Now, come the interesting parts. GPU based system management. GPUs are needed for heavy workload like deep learning or image processing. In a distributed system, managing GPUs effectively is crucial. We need the NVIDIA Container Toolkit to allow containers to access the GPU. With Kubernetes, we can label certain nodes as GPU enabled and assign jobs accordingly. We can also set resource limits, use taints and tolerations, and monitor GPU uses using tools like NVIDIA SMI and DCGM. The challenges here is to balance performance with cost since GPUs are expensive. Finally, let's wrap up with some best practices and tools. For infrastructure, we use Terraform or Ansible to define everything as code. For automation, we use CI CD pipelines with the Jenkins, GitHub Actions, or GitLab. For observability, we use logs, metrics, and tracing tools like Jaeger. And for security, we use RBAC, secrets management, and network policies. To summarize, distributed environments offer power and flexibility. We can deploy and manage many type of services with tools like Docker and Kubernetes. Monitoring and observability helps us keep things running smoothly. Jupyter environment and GPU system can be deployed and scaled securely. And with the right tool and practices, we can automate and manage everything effectively. Thank you for watching.